Well, good afternoon and welcome to another Scout Model Ninja. Today is Schlego Day, so we will be working on that. So we're going to carry on with the Shark Fighter by all accounts. So yeah, hopefully I've got it now set so that people can actually watch this on Facebook as well at the same time. So we will see. A minute. Just got to try and figure out why it's not coming up on this. What is? That's why. I'm just going to sort this out so I can actually. I might have to do it through the computer. Okay, so what I'm trying to do at the moment is work out how to get this to play on Facebook at the same time. To only do that, I have to go onto Facebook and set the thing so it comes up unlocked, I think. Oh, it's only going to let me not let me do it. It's only letting me put it onto my page at the moment. It's locked to me only. So I'm going to have to figure out how to change that. So, yeah. Okay, that's something I'll have to look into. But I will get that sorted out. At the moment, I think it's going to be after I've actually finished streaming, and then it can go to public. But there we go. It's new Facebook rules and all that silly stuff. So we will get it sorted out one way or another. So I've got to be able to do it so I can actually have people comment live with Facebook as well. So I will get it sorted. But yeah, so today we do have some Pokemon cards. And these are Paradox Rift. So we'll be doing them first. And then, as I said, we will be carrying on with the knockoff F-15, as I call it. Which is basically, it's called a Flying Shark. So we're going to carry on with that, which has turned out to be quite a big aircraft. But it looks like something out of Stargate at the moment, more than anything. So we will be carrying on with that. So hopefully everybody out there is having a fun time and have had a good weekend. Hopefully we'll get it all sorted. Now, we have a couple of people in chat. So first of all, we've got Mr. Athel McMicklin saying, well, that was a turn up for the books. Today we met with several old guys my age who thought I was dead. Interesting. As we lost touch during COVID, and one of them lived in my actual building. Goes to say how sociable you are. So welcome, Athel. And then we've got Mr. Jeff Lighton saying hi, Ross. So good afternoon, Jeff and Maggie. He's also saying hi to Athel. And then we've got Mr. Craig Jukes in saying, Athel, I hope you scared them silly by saying you are a ghost. And we've got Craig saying hi to Jeff, Ross and Athel. And then we've got Jeff saying hi to Craig. So, without ado, we will basically say we've got 3 bags left of this kit to do. So hopefully we get that done, but we have done a bit more work on the Lancaster, so to speak. So we'll go a quick run through what I have been up to, which is basically putting all the parts on this side, and now I've just got to finish detailing them and doing the other bits once I find the actual relevant pictures that I want. And then we've got that side all sorted. So that's all that. Now the other thing I did do was finishing off the Battleship, but I think I showed that last week because that was all finished. Other than that, I don't think I've actually done anything else other than a bit more work on the Warhammer figure. That's now come along, so that's all pre-based, ready for the flaggers for the highlighting detail. We have all the body parts sorted, so separate, which is come here. Which are these three parts. So we've got his cloak, his leg there, and his head. So that's all now weathered and sorted out. We've got his arm and his sword, and then we've got his body, the front of his cloak, and his arm, and that all sorted out on there. So we're getting all that sorted slowly but surely for the Warhammer Tuesday. So that'll be on tomorrow. So as I said, we've got 3 packs of Paradox Rift. Now I'm not too sure what the actual main chase cards and that, so we'll quickly find out what that is, just in case we do run into it. Highly unlikely, right? But I did actually run into the Twilight Masquerade main card, which I do have now, which is the Greninja EX picture card. So we do have that. And that one, I think that one card is valued about £230. These are all the master sets I'm trying to create for my eldest son and my youngest son. So they've got something they can have later on, and they're worth, I think the whole value of the 7 master sets that I'm making is somewhere about £700 so far on them. Now, let's see. Top card is Professor Churo's Scenario. Well, chance number 171. So, and that's a picture card. And that one is worth £162.61 so far. And it is that one. So that's the card we're looking out for. Whether I have it already, I don't know. Let's have a quick check, because that's what this binder's for. Now the binder I have for these, I got them all from, well, there's a mixture between Amazon and TikTok, where I got these from. So, no, but I have the Professor Churo's normal one. That is the reverse hollow, I think, if I remember rightly. Because it's a shiny one. So I have the normal one already, which isn't valued at a lot. So hopefully we can get the picture one, so it looks something similar to those ones, which are all hollow picture ones. So yeah, that's what we're after. So I'm going to switch to the other camera because it gives a better view of the cards. And we have a few more people joining us. So we've got JC Bricks and Bills saying, "Hey Jeff." So good afternoon, James. We've got Mr. Athel McNicholin saying hi Jeff and her ladyship to Maggie. And then we've got Craig Duke saying hi to JC. We've got Athel saying hi to JC. And then we have John Paul in saying morning all. So good morning, John Paul, and welcome to the stream. So we'll switch cameras and open these Pokemon cards, because these are mainly for Roaring and Draven, so they get to see what we've pulled, and then if they're not needed for binder, I will send them down to them so they can build up their own little sets down there and play with them. So we'll just do That and end. There we go. So, first of all, managed to get blinking paint on my hand, even just sitting. And we've got the wide boys out again this afternoon in their flashcards. But hopefully that's going to get clamped down on fairly soon. We take these two out of the way because they're just the energy card and the code card. Now I'll send them down to my son, the code cards and that, because he basically has an online deck, I don't. So first of all we have Pampor, then we have Blitzel, we have Bonsweet, Feebas, Minior, we have Simipour, Zebra Strike, and we have a Tinkertuff reverse, and we have a second Tinkertuff, which is another reverse one, and then we have a Kingdra full hollow. So they're nice and shiny. Well, as you notice, I've put them in different separate piles, so it makes it easier later on when I sort them out and go through the binder. Now these I get from my local shop up the road, and they are only, I think, £4.25 a packet, so not too bad. So the first one on this one is Fuecoco. And we have Honey Hedge, Dweeble, we have Horsey, Screamtail, Professor Sadie's Vitality, another Minior, and then we have an Onyx reverse, and then we have a Wo-Chen reverse, and then we have a Militoc full hollow. So that's two blue full hollows, but no chase cards yet. Or main cards, I should say. And the last pack, see if we actually get a chase card in this lot. Hopefully, you never know. So the first card is Apipom. Then we have Galvantula, Mantike, Passange, Crocolaw, Apipom, Snorlax Doll, it's one of the trainers, another Tinkertink reverse. Oh, we have got a chase card. So we have a Gargantuar full picture card, which I don't know if I've got that one or not. So we do have a thing for that in a minute. So we've got Tinglu full hollow. So yeah, that's the 3 packets of them done. Now that they're all sort of semi-sorted, I'm just going to put them in the order later on. And there we go, so we'll move them to one side. And to make sure this one doesn't get damaged, we have some penny sleeves, which we will put that into a penny sleeve. And there we go, so that's that sorted. Now there is a way that I actually track all my Pokemon. I'll do that in a minute. And that's with PKMN GG. Wonderful. Let me do that for a minute. Yeah, there we go. So it's, there we go, PKMNGG. Now they are purely a tracking system for Pokemon cards, where you can actually keep your bases and everything like that. So these are the two Greninja ones that I have. So, and it tells you the value of your collection, which is £744.30 so far. So they're both from Twilight Masquerade, and yeah, there is a third Greninja that you can get, which is the EX card, another EX one. But I did win that on a TikTok live draw thing, and when it got sent out in the post, it mysteriously vanished. So yeah, a report was made about it. But there we go, you can't win them all, and it tells you exactly what you've got in your decks, and it tells you all the different decks for the Scarlet and Violet ones on this one. So I have been collecting so far Journey Together, Surging Sparks, Stellar Crown, Twilight Masquerade, Temporal Forces, and Paradox Rift. Now that's the one that we've just opened just now, so if I just click on there, and it will tell me with the ticks on it of which cards that I've actually got in the actual folder. So then it can keep track on that. So when I do go to sort of like different shops and that sort of thing for picking up Pokemon cards, and if there's any like separate ones, I just have to take this with me, and it will tell me if when I'm looking through them if I actually have them or not. So like to see whether or not I've actually got this dude, I can literally go to the number of it, which is number 202. Oh no, a bit further on yet. And there it is, and we don't actually have it. So as you can see there, so then if I do that, it now means I've got it and it's now locked into the deck of the cards that I do have. Now that card is not worth a lot, it's only worth £2 and 83p at the moment. So it gives you a live date of how much each card's worth. Now if I look for that Professor one, it should be in here somewhere, unless it was 170 odd, didn't I? Ooh. So that is that one. And you can see all the different versions that are available of that card as well. So it tells me I've got the reverse holo and the normal one. So if I come back out of that, then there should be a full picture version one, which is the one that's the main chase card somewhere. There it is. And for some strange reason, it's just saying that it's only worth £2.57, but yet the other one's valuing it a lot higher. Strange. There we go. So I'm not too sure then what the actual main chase card is, but we'll find out at some point or other. But yeah, so that's them, and that's how I keep track of all my Pokemon cards. And as I said, the ones that I don't need, I just send them down to the boys and they get to play with them and everything like that, because they know that the ones that I do have, I just keep them here. So I'll just change back up to the top cam a minute. Actually no, I don't need to. Oops. Move him over, and then we can move you over to the side. Bring the camera up a little bit. Well, there we go, so you can see what I'm doing. That can go in the bin. These cards can go up there for the time being until I get to sort them through later. So we've got JC saying hey to Craig and Athel, and then we've got Athel saying hi there, John Paul. And again, my lovely little area up here is turned into a bit of a sauna at the moment today. So we should have actually more in 3 bags in the course a little bit. Now I've got them, that is bag 6. Ah, there's bag 5. Bag 4. Bag 8 and bag 7. 7, 8, 6, 6, that must be bag 5 then. 5. There we go. So that's the bag we want, is this one. Use the noise, do apologise. Get that off there. And we do have the instructions here, which is strange enough just one big sheet. Now, got to work out where I got up to on this moment. Next, so we've got all that bit done. We've got all that stair done. So it's yeah. So we are. Turn that over a minute. We need bags. We need bag 4 and 5 by the looks of it. This one. Just move you over a bit more. There we go. Move the keyboard back under where he lives. Move you there. Get these all out, and we'll just sort these out quickly. And then, oops. Aha. Now that will explain why I've got little bits that have come out, because that's actually a hole in that bag. So hopefully that means we've found the reason why we have these. Let's just move you up there that way so you don't get damaged. So this is building the nose section by the looks of it. So we'll just separate all these out a bit, it makes it a bit easier. When trying to sort out and grab parts, I don't have to stare at a big pile. If I do this. We have you there. Yeah. I would have done this beforehand, but I've been a bit busy sorting other stuff out today. So I'm not really got everything sorted. All these little bricks with no holes from. Come here, you little thing. And I think we are almost sorted this bag out. Ooh, come here, you. That's another fabric. There. Yeah, stay there, you little thing. There. And we have you two of them. We have you there, two of them. One of them. You them. And that's basically this little bag sorted. So now what's different to that one? So I'll put them there and get this one opened up. It was already ripped. And this will probably be the cockpit as well, by the looks of it. And we have some more clear pieces. Something. And a big piece. Some boxes. So what's everybody else been up to out there all day? Have you all had a good day? Me, on the other hand, have been busy trying to get ready for tomorrow's interview for my university course. So I have an interview for that. Tomorrow, so that should be interesting. And we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it all goes well, but you can never tell. Things do change very often, as we all know. Four. There. Just have a quick. Yeah. And that is a little clear one. Two of them. Wedges. Another one there. Black ones like that. And more flat rock. And two of them. Two of them. Wait, come here. And them. Go to there. A little triangle wedge thing. And where do we have some before? Three of them. And wedge. There. And some more of these ones showing up now, so that. Two. And them. Two of them. 3 of these. These little tiny bits, I generally try and keep them all together because I end up losing them otherwise. And they all go walkabout, which is never a good thing, especially when you're in the middle of a build. But lucky enough, I do keep all my spare parts as well. So hopefully I'm not in so much need for spare parts this time like I was in the past. So we are now all ready. We have bags 4 and 5, as it says here, all sorted. So first of all we need you and one of you, by the looks of it. Yep, so that one goes into there like so. Then we do 2 6 ones. 2 of them. And you go there and there. You need 2 of these ones. Like so, and like so. Now we're actually on the second page. So unfold it and turn it over. And it should be up here. And we need one of you and you. So that goes onto there. Like so. Oh, I missed a bit first. Aha. So we need 2 of these as well. So you go onto there. And there. So we have also joined us, got Scott's Models saying good day. So good day, Scott. And you've got Doc William saying hello, Ross. People's in Chatland. So good afternoon, William, and welcome to the stream. And you've got Apple saying hi, hello to young Dorka, second time today. And then there's also Dorka saying hi to Ethel. And that. And you want to there. Now. We need 4 of these little free ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these go into there like so. And then we need these 2 technical pieces. 2 of the pins. Geared up. Stay there, most of you. One goes in there. And you've got 1, 2, 3. Like so. And then we need 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 more is 10. So that's 10 of them. There. And then we need 10 of these little holy blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You got William saying, I worked on the GMC this morning, detailed, painted, their dash, a couple of other parts. Fair enough. So what's everybody else got on their benches then? So we need 1, 2, 3, and there, and 1 there. And we've got to push you all onto there. Now, if anybody would like to come and join me on today's stream, you're more than welcome. All you need is a camera and your computer, or even on your phone, you can join in. And I'll quite happily put the link up. And we have Sarah Jane in saying, hi Ross and chat, doing spraying, so we'll not be in, and we'll be in and out of the chat for a wee bit. Okay, love, you take care. Hope your spraying goes well. So what are you actually building at the moment, Sarah Jane? You should have to put that. There we go. So that's all. That one. Now, this goes onto there like so. Yeah. And you've got Dale Mac 3D in saying, good afternoon, everyone. So, good afternoon, Dale, and welcome to the stream. And you've got William saying hi to Sarah Jane, Athel saying hi to Sarah Jane, and we've got Athel saying 6 boxes of varying sizes covering Primera space walls, ready for building, priming, painting. Very nice. I know I haven't really done much with the Space Marines. Like I've got like this little dude here. That one was actually painted by my son when we was in the shop, so it's not going to get touched, that one. He's just going to stay as a little mascot, as he is. And you got Dale saying hi to Athel. As I was saying, if anybody wants to come and join me, please let me know and I'll put the link in. You got Sarah Jane saying, building at the mo, I'm spraying roughly, hang on, parts of 6 models currently. Busy little beaver then. So that's that. Now we need some of the darker ones now, which is 1, 2, 3 of them. And we need 2 of them. I'm going to put 2 of them tribosoid, put you. So there, like so. Then you onto there, and you onto there. And I need 1 of 3 lock, 1 of and there it is. That one. So what's this? Okay, this is now a bit puzzling because I'm not sure where this bit goes. Unless it's going to show me later on where to put it. Okay. Ah, that's why it joins onto the back of there. So these are separate bits to build. So we have you onto there, you onto there. And then we have a bigger piece, there it is. That goes onto there. And then we have you join onto there, and you join onto there, like so. Yeah, that looks about right. Haha. And you got Sarah Jane saying hi to Ethel. You've got Josie saying hi to Ethel. She's also saying hi to Dorka. She's saying hi to Dale. And you got Dale saying hi to Dorka. You got Sarah Jane saying hi to JC. And Dale saying hello to Sarah Jane. And then Sarah Jane is going to be doing lots of spraying this week. For some reason or other, my camera decided to freeze and blank out then on the main screen, because I'm watching it on YouTube at the same time, because I've had various issues before in the past. So yeah, all fun and games. Hopefully some models as well, if the wind goes in my favour. Fair enough. Let's see, we've got next up we need that one. Need one of those, one of them. It's that one. Need one of them. And a 3. So that 3, one goes into there. Into there. That's the wrong side, that one. We want the other one. Where are you? There we go. And that one's there. And that goes all along there. And we put you in there like so. And you join onto there like so. But we do have a sticker to go on there as well, which is the number 23. And that one goes onto there like so. That's it. And there we go. So we've got that. 023. Next, we have to do the opposite side by the looks of it. We need your one of them, that one, and one of them. Need the opposite side of that one. And we need the other 2 one. That should be all of them. So that one, and that one. So, and there. And then go on to there. And then go on to there. And you go on to there. And then we have the other sticker to go on this side. and then you go on to there like so. And we have next up is we need you. And you go onto there. And then we need the 8 flat. And we need these two. That one there and that one there. And then we need, where's that funny little thing in? There it is. That one, and so there's one of that. Let's see. We've got Jeff Light saying hi. Everybody saying hi to each other. And we've got Sarah Jane saying hi to Jeff. Jeff saying hi to Dorka. And we've got JC saying, hi, Sarah Jane, I've made a start on my next car build that I'm nicknaming the PJ Special. Now doing the Fujimi Ferrari 458 Italia with Liberty Walk body kit. On that, I had to cut the front end off, lol. Yes, I know, I watched you do it. And then you also cut yourself in the same process. And then you got Sarah Jane saying, JC, I'm sure PJ will be happy to see that. And then you got Athel saying, well, as I'm on cooking duties tonight, best get something in the oven for her ladyship, who should be home soon. And then you got JC saying, I'm sure he will have some nervous twitch once he sees it. And then we've got Jeff Light saying, good day to Scott. Then we've got JC saying, Sarah Jane saying, JC, I stupidly mentioned on an American YouTube channel about doing a Tamiya group build. They said yes, so now I'm having to start a new kit and get done by September. Just my luck. Oh dear. But you love the pressure, don't you, Sarah Jane? That's the main thing. Yeah, that's right. Just making sure I've got this the right way around. Now, we have that, and then we've got to put this onto there like so. That should be quite a big plane when it's finished. So, next up we have our parts. So we need these two long ones, two flat twos, a 4, and a normal 2 block by the looks of it. Yep. So we have you going into there like so. Onto there. Must admit, this one's actually really well designed because everything's literally interlocking like it's supposed to do, and which I've noticed on some of the other kits that when they design them. I mean, that is fairly solid now once it's interlocked. You don't get as much interlock as what you would have thought of, but this one does seem to be doing that, which is quite interesting. Makes a change. So next up we need the flat 8 there. So that one goes onto there. And then we want these 4 dark ones. These are going to go there, 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 and there. And we've got a flat 2 that goes on to that one. And that's 8 one, so that goes on to like so. 2 flat singles. It's only a flat single which you don't have in here. I think somebody's made a boo-boo and they put the wrong blocks in. Oh, there you are. That goes to that, so. That goes to that, so. And then we want like so, and 2 4s. That in there, and that one there. And now we need these 2. And these are going on to there and there. Turning into a bit of a copy. Now we've got 2 stickers to put on here, which is these ones. So that one goes onto there. Being done a bit better. One thing I like about these stickers as well, they're fairly forgiving, so you can take them on and off a lot more than what you normally can, which we found out on the other one, on the main part. And you've got Jason saying, I think you'll be able to get it done, Sarah Jane. And then we've got Sarah Jane saying, JC, should do. I picked the easiest livery I have. Okay, now we need that one, and that goes on to get on there. Like so. That one go in there. 2 light grey ones, like so. Then we have the need for this one or the other ones. No, it's the other one. It's that one. That goes onto there, and you go onto there. So there we go. So that's where we've got 2 so far. Now, next up we need these 2, and we need 2 3s. And 2 4s. There we go. And we're on the underside of it now. So 4, and the other side 4. You then go on to there, like so, and then go in there, And onto there. Must admit, I do like it when it snaps together like that. Yeah, resounding snap. He's drooping a bit. There we go. God, I've been drooping already. So, next up we have now the front undercarriage by the looks of it. Should be that one. That one, so that goes onto the middle of that. And then we have these two. Like so, and so, and these two. Right, usually I should do it the right way around, Ross. There we go. That's better. And these go on the back here, like so. There we go. Put them in the centre. There we go. So that's that part. And of course, I've actually missed out a part, haven't I? Dumb. Too busy jumping ahead. We forgot to put these on. And that would make sense because it stops it from sliding. There we go. Little bit. There we go. Sorted. Now we need this one, which goes on the front of there, like so. And these two just go there and there. And we have these four. And then, where are you? There we are. Oh, come here. You go into there. And you go into there. And then we need the other two shapy things, wherever they are. Yeah, there they are. You go onto there, and you go onto there. And there we go. So that's where we're up to now. We have most of the nose section built. So now it looks like we're actually marrying these two parts up. Get you out of the way a minute. The two main pieces up. Right, we need this bit, and you come on, that's it, like so. Yeah, it's getting quite big. There we go. I mean, it's it's over what? Just under, I'd say. Well, it's just under 40 centimeters now, so that's quite good. And for what it cost, it's really good price. So yeah, quite happy with that so far. So let's put you over here for a minute. So next up, I think we're making the wings, but we need bag 6 as well now. Which is this one. So we have some more parts to sort out as well. Because bag 5 got used with bag 6 as well as bag 4. No, I haven't finished the Lancaster yet, Sarah Jane. I am literally on about page 4 on that. So far we have all the cockpit put together, including all the photo etch and everything like that. That's all in there. So that part's all detailed up. And that we have that side all detailed up and all the photo etches into that on that bit. And now I have just got this side to finish detailing, and then hopefully that should all go together at some point at the front. So that's how the Lancaster's going. But I also have partially built the front gun turret, which is that bit there, and that's got a photo etch in there as well in the seat belts area. So I've still got a bit more painting and everything to do on that and detailing that up, and put the barrels in and everything like that on that. So that's where I'm up to on the Lancaster so far. It's going to be a long project, that one, because there must be at least another 30 screws yet to go in there. Plus I do have lots more other extra parts that I'm actually putting into it as well. So yeah, it's going to take some time, is that, to do the Lancaster. And I don't want to rush it, because the Lancaster was given to me by a channel member and my co-host as a Christmas present, and I don't want to basically rush it and destroy it. So I am just taking my time with it and basically turning it into something the best I can. Well, that's the intention anyway. So yeah, it's something I definitely don't want to destroy, and it's so easily done if you try rushing through something, and that is definitely not my intention. So I'm just going to basically put, because I'm actually hand painting everything as well. I'll even be hand painting the decals onto it as well, like the big numbers and that lot. I've got masks for that, and then the colours for the roundels and everything like that. So they're all got to be done after I've actually got all the painting of the camouflage and everything like that. So that's all going to be hand painted. It's a bit like the B-24s I did. They were all hand painted as well. And that was including all 3 of them. So I did 2 1/32 scale B-24s. And that was all in the same time as Daniel, who actually challenged me to build them in the first place. He hasn't even got his one fully finished yet. So that's been over a while, but he's hoping to get back to it soon. So if all goes well, you may be seeing Daniel turn up on my later streams. Now, as you all know, this one I mainly do for kids because it's Schlego. So there is no swearing allowed on this one. And as you know, in the evenings, when it comes to my co-host, Mr. Marcus, he sometimes gets a wee bit upset when he's playing around with photo etch. So we do give a discretionary warning before we do that. So it's basically set up so that we don't have any miscommunication, as they say. That way everybody's safe, and the children that do watch this stream can watch it safely. So just be mindful in the chat that there is no rude words allowed, please. Be much appreciated. I'll put all you over here. There we go. One's going to go there. Two more. Probably in your shower, isn't it? That's one more of them. Great work, Ross. Looks very nice. Well, thank you very much, Sarah Jane. And then Sarah Jane saying, can really go off people who have a steady hand for painting. Well, my old job, which was paint and decorating, sort of gives me a bit of a leeway on that one, or a bit of a head start compared to some people. Because I ran a paint and decorating business for a number of years now. So I'm pretty much used to hand painting and setting stuff out the way I want it when it comes to that sort of thing. Which, okay, yes, it's working on houses and that, but when you're doing gloss work and some of the actual detailed work that I've actually done in people's houses can certainly change the aspect of what you do. I mean, there was a gentleman who wanted a Leeds flag painted in his son's bedroom. Yeah. Some people have no taste, but there we go. So yeah, that was but I got paid for doing it, and it was doing the gold outline around the circle and everything like that, so that all had to be done by hand. So yeah, it's almost a bit like sign writing when you're doing the brush painting and that sort of thing, but it is very, very satisfying once you've actually got it done, I must admit. And when you can step back and say proudly that, yeah, okay, it might be a Leeds badge, but there we go. Some people have issues and others don't. I mean, to me, football falls into the bracket of 22 overpaid gentlemen of questionable area falling over and crying because they got tickled by another person, and then they roll around on the floor, and then suddenly somebody comes running across with the magic spray, and it's like, oh, yeah, I'm cured, up they get and carry on playing. And it's like, why? Play a good game of rugby, they splat you, you get up, sometimes have a good scrap, and then carry on playing. If you're unlucky, you get sent to the sin bin for a few minutes. Now that's a game. You're Alpha saying, taking into consideration what you have just said about rude words, I listened to my neighbour's son shouting abuse at some kids from his school from 11 floors up. Kids are worse than adults. Sadly, yes. It's just got the way society's got, because what I will say, and it's probably going to go against what a lot of other people say, parents don't have the same authority as they used to. I mean, when I was a kid, if you swore in front of your parents or an adult, you were guaranteed to get a good clip round ear hole, and you didn't think anything of it. you'd stand there crying for a few minutes, and if you didn't shut up, you'd get another one for good measure saying, well, now I'm giving you something to cry about. Now, I don't condone smacking kids or anything like that, but it taught you the basis of respect. So you respected your elders. Now, some of the kids I see around here, and it's like they're maybe about 12, 13 year old, and they are effing and jeffing everywhere. Now, lucky enough, my eldest, he doesn't use swear words in front of me, and he tells me off if I actually swear in front of him by accident, so I get told off straight away. And you know what? I'll accept it, because I shouldn't be doing it. Simple as. If I don't expect them to be doing it, then I won't. Sorry, you're saying you should get a job at Rolls-Royce with the pinstriping all done by hand. That's some skill and beautiful to watch. It is. I mean, I am no way near that skill level. I mean, yes, when I'm detailing miniatures and everything like that, I work in that scale. But it's a skill that I would love to actually learn, and at some point I probably will do. And I'll probably have a go at that when I'm actually retired. But the way things are going at the moment, we won't be retiring until we're 80. And by that time, we're probably about 3 years away from our wooden overcoats. The way things are going. And thanks to our latest government, we are looking at not being able to retire until we're 80. So, yeah. But we won't go into politics. We're not allowed that on this stream or on any of my streams. So that's that. That's one of the main things I do sort of like insist on, that we don't talk politics, we don't talk religion, and all the other stuff, not so bad. And that's why we have people like Sarah Jane, who is the spanner of this group, and we've got James, who's also a spanner on my. But James, we were just wondering whether that's a spanner in other meanings as well. Now, Sarah Jane, as you all know, if you misbehave, she'll sort you out. Simple as. And you get fined. Bottles of Malibu and whatever. So yeah, and then I have, I think, one other main, my main overseer of all my moderation is Mr. Joshy B. So he's the one who actually then sort of gets rid of him. And look, lo and behold, and there he is. Good evening, Mr. Joshy. I just mentioned you, and then all of a sudden you pop up. And he goes, evening, Ross, folks in chat and at the bench. Hope all are well. Sun, politics, no and no. So sunshine, yep. And politics, no. Yeah, definitely no. And religion, we don't talk that either. And what Sarah's saying, Jane saying, with my parents there was absolutely no swearing allowed. Plus my dad was he has never sworn ever. Really proud of him. Yep. I mean, I'm more annoyed with myself when I do it, when it comes to in front of my kids. And yeah, it's not good, and I don't agree with it. And yeah, I don't agree with it in Amelia. But I'll give them a clip round back at head if they're misbehaving. And it's usually the doing is going like that. Behave. But yeah, other than that, no. I mean, I used to get the belt, slipper, clothes brush, cane, and bits of wood, whatever my dad found. Let's see, we've got Sarah Jane saying, hi, lovely Joshy hugs. And then we've got Josh Reese saying, evening, Sarah Jane. And we've got Dale saying, hi to Joshy. And then we've got Josh saying, I came in at that point when you mentioned the P word. Yeah, your ears must have been burning, lad. And then we've got Josh saying, hi to Athel and Dale. So next up, we have, it looks like, yeah, we are doing the wings, the wingy thingies. So we need that back onto here, because we're doing bits more on this. And we need the big plaque piece, and that goes into there. I mean, this is going to be, oh, I've just knocked a bit off. This will probably happen a few more times now. Nope, wrong place. You go there. Stay there. There we go. So I think it's supposed to be like on the MIG fulcrum sort of line. This is supposed to be, I think. Next up, we need 2 of these. So we've got you and you. Then we have that thing, which has the clear one. Oh, 8 flat, 8 flat, 8 flat. There we are, 8 flat. And then onto there. Single square flat. Then onto there. But I'll just, oh no, that's a rear part there. I've missed out a number of stages already. Don't. Yeah, looks like it's the, it was that piece as well. So that and that. And then hopefully you should go into there like so. Well, it's not going to hold in there very well, is it? I might have to, yeah. We might have to put some sticky stuff on that to hold that in place, because that doesn't really want to stay there, but we'll put it out for a minute. And we live in hope, as they say. We can get that to stay on a bit further along. So next up we have all of these to go on. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's supposed to be 8 of these, and I've only got 5. Oh, there you are. I put them in 2 different places. That doesn't help. So that one goes behind that one. So it's not looking right there. Because that's not showing a gap. So something's got to be. Ah, that'll be why. Because you're missing one of them off. Don't. That one. There we go. That's better. That one's it. You've got Jeff Light saying good evening to Joshy, and Josh is saying it makes a change to someone blaming me for something I never did. Yeah, well, fair enough. And then we've got Sarah Jane saying, my dad being a school teacher, when I got the slipper once, told my dad and he gave me more. Soon learned that one quickly. Yeah. I got sort of caught by the local bobby doing something I shouldn't have been doing, as you do when you're kids. And he was a biker bobby. So you remember in the old days, they had the gloves that had the big gauntlets that come up to about here on them, on the biker gloves, and he clipped them round my head. Did they hurt? Because first of all, you get the finger to it going around the side of your face, and then the gauntlet part comes slapping back up afterwards, and it's like, yeah, and you got that on you. You knew you'd been clouted by them, and if you went home and told your old man, he would then turn around and give you a good clout at him again, saying, well, you obviously deserved off him, so therefore you deserve this one as well. Then you basically tried, oh, Freddy's back. Big old 8-legged Freddy. He's just gone down behind me monitor. He's about yay big. Look. There he is. Freddy! So there's Freddy. He lives up here, so he's quite happy. She got Josh is saying hi to Jeff and Maggie, and then we've got Sarah Jane saying hi to Joshy. Sarah Jane saying Joshy did plan to contact you for an answer, and then Josh saying 90+ kids on site this week, so I'll swap with anyone. Any takers? Yeah, as long as I get to have be able to play full auto, I'll quite happily do it. And then we have Mr. Dream Builder in saying, hey Ross and all in here, hope all is well. We are indeed. Another one of them ears must be burning. We did mention you and your B24, but it's not completed yet. Then we've got Josh saying, what's that in regards to? Sarah Panzer messaged me yesterday, but that was in reference to what I messaged him. And so, no thanks, Joshy. I know only too well about kids and marshalling them at paintball. Never again. Then we've got Josh saying, Dreamy. And then we've got Sarah Jane saying hi to Drim. And we've got Sarah Jane saying, Joshy, it's about Dean and North Korea. And then Josh is laughing, crying. And then so no, Sarah Jane, he hasn't. And then Sarah Jane saying, Joshy, as a member of the staff, I need your vote, yes or no, about giving him 3 months over there due to behaviour last week. Well, I vote yes. There we go. So you've got my vote on that one. And then Joshua will say, I'm going to shimmy, shimmy, shimmy to the break of dawn. Yeah, gotta love it. A bit of a system of a dawn down. And then we've got Sarah saying, I'll also fine Panzer for not doing his job in contacting you standards, you know. And then we've got Josh saying, I think 3 months is a bit long, maybe just a month without the use of the play pit area, maybe no sanding pit or park. And then we've got Sarah Jane saying, haha Ross, in Watford as a kid I got caught by a copper old guy. He took me to my grandparents. He gave up when he saw my dad, as he caught him when he was a kid as well. Then we've got Sarah Jane saying, Joshy, okay, 3 months it is then. And then Jeff Light saying, good evening to Drim. So, yeah. What's going on here? Let's try refreshing that a bit. For some strange reason, my YouTube screen's just crashed. There we go. Yep, okay. I think that's now back up and running. Yay! There we go. Oh dear. And you got Josh saying, laugh, crying, and not 3, maybe 1, like I say, with no play pit. Then we've got Sarah Jane saying, Joshy, okay, 1 month with no sand pit and 2 solitary. Yeah. And the fact that he's not allowed to have any of his square sausages. That'd be good. Okay, so that's that all done. Now, what else am I missing from there? I don't know why I keep putting that over there because I need it here. So we've got that bit, we've got that bit, and that bit done. We need the block. Where's the block? There it is. And that one goes directly behind them, like so. And then we need 2 slopey blocks. We also need 2 flat blocks. 2 flat twos. Where are you? There we are. So we have you. Like so. You like so. You like so. And you want it there. And you got Joshi saying, how about 1 month, 2 weeks in solitary, but during those 2 weeks constantly played into the cell will be the intro music to the show, followed by the Teletubby song, the most annoying song ever. And you play it on repeat, so like 1 minute it's playing the show tune and then next it's playing Teletubbies, then back to randomly selecting between the two. Different parts of it. That should really cheer him up. Okay, so we now have the majority of the main part of the plane done on that part. So we've got the wings to do next and the remainder of the cockpit, so it's getting there. And you've got Soja saying, Joshi, I like your thinking, you'll go far with ideas like that. We'll go with that and have 10 house points. Fair enough. So next up we have the rear scoop section by the looks of it. So we need a flat 8 there. We need you to go on there and you to go on one side. That one to go on there. Then we need these 2 triangle thingies. Where are you? Triangle thingies. Not them. Where the heck have I put you? You're not supposed to be there, are you? You're supposed to be over there. I've just seen you. There. Them ones. So we need them. And so need 2 of them. You're going to go that way and you go to that way, or was it the other way around? That way around. Get the right way around in a minute. There we go. Like so. You go into there like so. You go into there. And then we've got what people saying, now that's torture, followed closely by party political broadcast adverts. Yeah. But make sure it's about the British politics and not the actual Scottish one. That'll really get him. And we've got Sarah Jane saying Panzer's position of deputy may be under threat, methinks. And then we've got Sarah Jane saying North Korea party political broadcast. Is that Yoshi? They do lots of singing, evidently. He'll like that. And then you got your saying, I don't think I'll be able to handle the pressure of that decision, Sarah. Oh dear. So next up we need these two by the looks of it. Yep. And they go there and there, like so. And we have not that one, two, but these two. You and you, like so. And then we need one of these. Nope. We need the two opposite ones. These ones. Have I got these the right way around? I've got them the wrong way round. Mind you, it won't make the difference really. I wouldn't have thought. Maybe it does. I'm just going to change them over though. Oh, now it's just literally pulling it all apart. Just because I want that one to come off. And now it doesn't want to. Typical. Typical. There we go. It's supposed to be that one. And then that one will go back on there. Right, so yeah, that one again. Yeah. Yep. There we go. Now we've got the right way around. So we need to put you back onto there as well. Ha! I think we're correct now. Yep. So now we need a flat 8 and a flat 2. Flat 8 and where's flat 8 gone? There you are. Flit it. That one. And that one. You want it there. And we've got a sticky to go on there, which is this one. I think is it the other one? That's that one. Don't, wrong one. Let's put you on there for the time being. It's just safe. Aha. Get these along a bit better than that. There we go. That's better. And you clip onto there, like so. That bit then goes onto there. That's like stupid little things just dropped out, isn't it? And it's dropped down into the worst. There it is. Okay, you're not coming off again. So. Yeah. There we go. Now fall out. Yeah, I ain't gonna fall out now. Nope, that's stuck. Good. There we go. Solved. Problem solved. Get my new foot there. No, oh, Freddy stuck his head out again, and then he's gone back down him. So next up is all these clear bits. That's it. So we need them. Two. them two rocks and 2 wedges. And that one. And that one. That side. And 2. And the large one goes onto top, and then you go onto there like so, and that goes onto there like so. Onto there, that onto there, and you go onto there, and that onto there. That's how we're getting so far. So next up is, we're making one of the wings. I need one of you, one of you, one of you, 1 8 flat there, and 1 3. We need 2 of them actually. So first of all, we need that one, so that's going to go that one going to go onto there, that goes onto there, that goes onto there, and we've got the 8 flat. Oops. Right. No, it's not. It's like that. Then you fit in there like so. You fit into there like so, and then you go into there. So that looks like that. And then we've got 2 more of them. So 1, and put this one on there. You go onto there. And we want one of you to go onto there. And 1 3, and one of you. So 3 piece goes into there. You go onto there. And 2 of you. And 2. No, don't need that. Come on, there we go. You got Josh saying, I don't think I'll be able to handle the pressure of that decision, Sarah. Then he goes, Sarah, I can imagine Phil in the little costumes they wear. And he goes, Sarah Jane goes, he'll be so happy wearing the costume. And then Josh will be saying, with the little hat. And Sarah Jane said, oh yes. And then Josh is saying, Freddie can stay there. Yeah, he's gone hiding back in his corner in his little web. He's only about yay big. That's all he is. He's doing a good job keeping all the mozzies and everything down. That's what his payment is. A fly a day. Then you Apple saying, now for the bad news. According to NASA, a huge meteor is heading towards Earth, and if it collides, Earth will, as we know it, will be exterminated. So we have 10 years to find deep space solution. All we need is all the women to stand out and aim towards it and start talking, and the pressure of hot air coming out will blow it away. I'll get lots of hassle for that. Then we've got Joshua Reed saying, Athor, they say the same thing about every asteroid, meteor or comet that passes by us. The answer to all of that is unpredictable. The universe is just like a giant snooker table. It is indeed. That, unless they send Bruce Willis up there to sort it out, he probably won't remember. At the moment, it's old Brucey. He can't even remember to talk at the moment, sadly. Then we've got Joshua Reed saying, yeah, he's only the size of your hand. He's only about yay big. Little round part there. He's not that big. Maybe if you flattened him out, it would be. But yeah. Oh, it's warm up here. Oh, drink one down. Still coolish. Yeah. So now we've got part of the wing done. How's that supposed to? Yeah, looking alright, I suppose. So now we have all the flat bits to go on it. 2 flat 8s. And we've got 1, 2 back here. 1 and 2. 2 flat 2s. Flat 4. And we have that one. And let's see. Oh, there we go. Okay, here. So we now have a sticky to go on there as well. We need one. So we need your to go on there like so. Yeah. Looks right, I suppose. Next up is we need 1 each of these. And 1 of you. And the dark ones of them. 1 of them. And 1 of them. So we need that one going on to third one in like so. across. Usually helps. And that one going into there. That goes there, and you going into there. Stick it out of the way. And what they're saying, I read something the other day that we're meant to be building a 32-mile deep spacecraft that will act like a giant arc that will be sent to the closest star systems to us, which is the Alpha Centauri. It will take 400 years to get there, and for the first generation to go, the generation before have to spend 50 to 100 climatizing themselves in special facilities somewhere in Russia or Alaska, I think. And you got Athel saying, Joshi, Alpha Centauri, where the aliens are blue in colour and have, if memory serves, eyes on long stalks. And you got to say, look at that one that flew into our solar system a few years back, the Oumuamua one, named after a Hawaiian phrase for the traveller that came out of nowhere in front of the sun. That's why they never detected it in the first place. And then Athel saying, no Athel, I mean, Josh saying, no Athel, that's in Proxima Centauri. So this is going to go somewhere in a minute. Let's see. We are now on. Get this over. There we go. Get on the bench and go. So. We getting? There we go, and there's that. Oh, and these ones there. Okay, so then we've got this. Then goes on to there. Next row, and we have two of these. Oh, that's there. So you and there, and then you onto there. Nope, wrong place. Don't. And then goes onto there, and then that one. Not the one is, not that one. Not the 4 one, it's a 3 one. 3 flat. No, it's definitely a 4. So why have we only got 3? There. That's why it's supposed to go there. That's better. Then we want a 4 flat, and that goes on to there like so. Now we're making a bit of headway. Then we want another 4 flat and a single white. Bring that one there and that one there. And you onto there. Aha. So you've got roughly how far away that other galaxy. The closest galaxy to us is the Andromeda system. I think we're like 1.5 million light years away, but don't hold me to that. Our galaxy would take 100,000 light years to cross. And Josh will be saying, so you get a rough idea of how far away the other galaxy is. And then we've got Athel saying, Joshy, yeah, heard about that planet as well. Half of it is females, the other half is immigrant, sterile slave workers, so our projected males could come in handy to them. Oh dear. Okay, so now we have to make a wingy flap up, I think we're doing next. Looks it. And we need one of you. Two of you. So that one. One to there. One to there. We need two of you and one of you. And you two go onto there, like so. And we need one of you. Two, no, two of you. There we go. One there. One there. And two flat. And a single flat. So. And we want three of these. 1, 2, 3. And 3. And that then okay. It usually helps if you stick to building instructions from the one wing that's needed for the other one. So we'll leave that there for a minute, because there's no point taking that apart. We'll build the other one. So we do it right round this time. Dope. So we need two of them. Where's that one? There it is. Good job, we already need it anyway. Sarah Jane saying, the nearest galaxy to me is in the fridge. Fair enough. I prefer Milky Ways to galaxies, Sarah Jane. And then Josh Bridge saying it, laughing at Sarah Jane. So that one onto there. And got you onto there. And onto, ooh, come here. There. And you up two. So. And a 2 and a 1, I think. Yep. And one. Another 3 of these. 1 and 3. And then you why does that not look right? That's how it's showing it. Just doesn't look right though. I'm going to put them too close together, I don't know. Yeah, I have. It's supposed to go over there like so, and then go onto there like so. Yep, there we go, that's better. Okay, so that's that part done. Now, we are making a wokkich by the looks of it next. So we need 4 of them. 4 of the little grey ones. 4 of the red ones. 2 each of them. You can get back over there. There we go. I need you onto there. Onto there. That onto there. Into the right, that's it. You. And then we need 1 of the little white 2 of these. And we've got you going into there. Ow, cramping my fingers. 1 grey one there. 1 grey one there. And then you go onto there. Wait, get in. Like so. Do the same again. And you onto there and there, I think. It's on there. It will go in there. Come on, you know you want to. There we go. No. So that's our wing made up. Yay! Let's see, yeah, I've heard about that. Sarah Jane, have you heard about the one that came down from Georgia the other day and a fragment that size of a AS? They stated a cherry tomato. It went through a house. Which way are we twirling, Sarah Jane? And then Sarah Jane saying pizza that can feed 10 people. No such thing. Silly wood fabrication. That's all. All pizzas are 1 person serving. Everyone knows that. Very true. Doesn't matter what size they come in, they're just for one person. And then you're just saying, but you see, Sarah Jane, I always go for the service 10-inch option because all I do is cross off to 0 after 1, and you have left with serving that just served you. Food logic, definitely. And then Sarah Jane said, I hadn't. No, Joshy seems they're worth quite a bit though, despite your house being wrecked. Okay, so that's one wing made up. And how do we attach you? Does it go? Aha! There we go. So we now have a wingy on. Looking good. And we've got 2 more missiles somewhere. But we'll put them on in a bit. So next up we have a few bits over there a minute. Go on there. There you go. We have the canopy by the looks of it. So first of all, we need these 2 bits, and they go either side of that, like that. There we go. There we go. And an 8 flat goes into there. And then we need you onto there. And then we want these 2 flat 8. And we have 2 of them. Go on to there. That one goes on to there. That goes into there. And then we've got the other sticker, and then what I pulled off earlier. That one goes on to there, like so. There we go. And now we need them 2, and we need you. There. Onto there and there. And we have Mr. Dominic Coco joining us this evening. So good evening, Dominic. You're just saying, ooh, I must say these new Jacobs Crinklies are quite nice. Frank's red hot flavour. And then he's also after saying, even a 14-inch oblong meat fish pizza is just enough for 2 days eating. One first day hot, second day cold, served on a bed of veggies or beans. Then we've got Josh saying, I know Sarah Jane, what a glorious feast it must be. And then you've got Athel saying, Dusty Dom, good evening. And we've got Josh saying, evening Dom. And then we've got Sarah Jane saying, Joshy, it's a person called Avi Loeb who's found stuff in the Pacific fascinating. And then we've got Sarah Jane saying, hi to Dominic. So that's them 2 on. And then we've got you into there like so. Why aren't you going? You'd have thought you'd go down flat, wouldn't you? Mm. There we go. That's better. Yeah. So that's where we got so far. I think it's supposed to be along the lines of a mid-Vulcan. Something along those lines, I think. By the looks of things. So now we have the other wing to make. Well, that's it. So first of all, we need that 8 flat, that one, nice 4 flat, and 1, 3, and 1 of you, and 2 of you. So let's see if we can get these in the right order now. And you've got Dominic saying, even Sarah Jane. And Josh is saying, yeah, I've heard about that Sarah Jane. They should have a look more around the area of Chixie Dog Creator. They might find out more about the end of the dinosaurs. So that one goes into there. And that one. And that one. And then that one. So then we have these last two. Ooh, come here. Oh, shoot. And you're just putting in the right freaking area, Russ. Okay, so that's that way. That's in there. That's definitely going onto there. That one then goes onto. Has to go in there. That's because you're not putting it in the right place. There we go. That's better. There we go. Now we need the flat fours. First of all, we need one of you. Onto there. And then we need a 3 flat, which is there. Onto that. And then you. That's in the wrong place as well. There we go. There we go. And then we put you last 2 pieces into there and there. Then we have you onto there, you onto there. Flat 2 there, flat 2 there, flat 4, and you going onto there, and you onto there. Or is it the other way around? Or I put them in the wrong place? No, in my lock I've put them in the wrong place. Yep. Okay. Oh, that is the right place. So that, and then that one goes there. Sticky. That one goes on to there like so. I think we're in the right position there, so we now need M2. U. And then we've got U. And U. And then U. Like so. You then go into there, and that then goes onto there. That one then goes onto there. There we go. So that goes there like so. And then you go onto there. You go onto there. Yeah, looking about right. And then we've got you in the wrong area. I'll move that one over again. So that's incorrect. Go onto there. Oh, excuse me, foggy in the throat. So then we've got the other missiles to make up now. What's this little block for? I don't know. But I've got a funny feeling I'll probably find out. Well, it's something to do with the engines, I don't know yet, but we'll figure it out. But if not, I'll use it somewhere. So, we now have oh, and an update on Mr. Thumb. He is now practically healed. There's a slight scar mark there where it ripped it all off and all round. So other than that, the thumb is back in one piece. How long it stays that way, don't know. Okay, there you go. That's one. Still has a bit of a pain coming through it though. Then we have so Stephen Haynes model saying hi to Athol. You've also joined us saying hi. Ooh, missed a bit there somewhere. Let's see. We've got Stephen Haynes models in saying hi Ross, hi to Joshi, hi to Sarah Jane. We've got Athol saying hi to Stephen, Sarah Jane saying hi to Stephen, Stephen saying hi to Athol, and then we've got Sarah Jane saying Sahara, Sam, Josh saying same, Sarah Jane. I like most places that don't start with ENG and end with land. And you have saying I love a country that starts with Scott and ends in land. And then we've got Joshua B saying, which Scott would that be? Athol, Junk Work Scott or Tassie Scott? some slip on this yet. There we go. Dip in. You onto there. You onto there. And then you into there. Now we've got this. Into there. Like so. That one into there. Bring Mr. Plane over and just block some out. There we go. Get back there where you're supposed to be. That's it. And then we put you into there. Like so. So that's how we're doing so far. We have quite a big plane put together. Looking quite good so far. Now, there's still no showing where that's supposed to be. So what I'm going to do, because there's actually a gap down here, and I don't like it, so I'm going to put it in there. That looks better. Just to be different and awkward. There we go. That's better. Yeah. So now we have the engines. So we now have that one going on top there. One of them, and then you going on to there. You going to there. And you going on to there. And then these, turn that round, go into somewhere under here. Get oops, I just dropped off on my hand because that won't go onto there where it's supposed to. Aha, gotcha. And I've just knocked off two of these. Yeah. Ah. Get back on there and stay there. There you go. Ooh. And I think as we're now in a position where, oh, there we go. So there we go. That's where we're up to so far. And we can now see it's actually looking a lot like a plane. And we have 2 bags left to do. One's a little dude, and then the wheels. I have now been on for 2.5 hours nearly. I could, I suppose, carry on and get these last bag done. Shall we? Shall we get the last bag done? Might as well, shall we? Yeah, why not? It's only time after all, isn't it? Let's move you that way so you can see it a bit better. There we go. I've lost a lot of the conversation here now. Oh, you lot are all chatting away quite happily. Same Terry, I like my which got would that be? And you took off the part off your thumb to the bone nearly. It's not something that will fly the next day. Well, yeah, I mean, it's sort of it did a little bit of damage. But yeah, it just took that whole section off and just peeled it back. So, and then took a chunk out the top of my thumb there. So you can see where it's sort of scarred around that side, where it's just literally ripped it all off. And then there's the scar going across there. So yeah, it made a bit of a mess of it. And you got Terry going saying, Joshy, I'm lucky that I visited some great places. The Inca Trail was stunning. Very nice. And then what Joshua Berry saying, Machu Picchu, I'd love to go there. I'd also love to go to the Mayan temple where you crawl in front of it and the whole area echoes from it. Yeah. Joshua Berry saying, nearly 7 p.m. and it's still 26 degrees. I love summer. Yeah, I think what we've got here, we've still got 23 up in Keighley. So yeah, God knows how warm it's in here. But I know it's not cool. That's hence the reason why I've got the little fan blowing. Not full blast, because otherwise you'd hear it over the mic. Then you got Joshie, when you see pictures of Machu Picchu, I've actually climbed the hill behind it called Huayna Picchu. The sacred river goes around it where you only see Machu Picchu from one direction. By pictures of it from the mountaintop from behind. And you're going, yeah, that's right. They only allow a certain angle of photos to be shown, but let's be honest though, the place is sacred to them and it's their home. I'd want to keep it secret as well, which is fair enough. And you got Ethel saying, the thing is, Ross, will it fly further than 6 inches before crashing into bits? Probably actually will stay together. I mean, it's fairly solidly built, to be honest with you, compared to some of the other stuff that I've built. She is fairly solid. And then we've got Sarah Jones saying Machu Picchu is basically a headland that the river goes around. The river is about 10,000 feet plus below. And then you've got Sarah saying climbing Huayna Picchu, the trail literally goes along the side of the mountain, a few feet wide, with no handholds. Great fun. It is indeed. And then we've got saying we have 21 degrees C outside and 30 degrees C inside as the oven is cooling down after dinner. So we do have not much more to go on this really. This is only the wheels and I think some more missiles to make. So we might as well get this done, and then we've got little dudes to put together. So yeah, why not? Might as well finish this one off today. I'm not sure where these last 2 stickers go. It doesn't tell me anyway. I think they might go along on the pods, the 2 pods at the moment. I don't know yet. We'll find out. So we've got some wheelies. Ooh, come here, you. So go in the middle. Two wheels. 3 wheels. And 4 wheels. Okay, that's 4 wheels. Put them over there for a minute. And let's see, we've got some. So we have you, and that goes. And there's bits of little, 2 of them. 2 of them. That one goes into there. There's a wheelie onto there, and a wheel onto this side. And then we've got that one. Come on, get in there and go. And we should have another one. There it is. Where these go either side of it. Right, look at it. There we go. And then we've got. So we're missing these 2. So that goes into there. That one goes into there. There should be another one of them somewhere. There it is. That one goes into there. You go onto there. onto there. You on there. Hey! So we have a plane on wheels. Whee! And what they're saying, there's too many places in the world that I want to visit that sadly we may never get the chance to see. The best place I've been to, I think, so far is Switzerland. Absolutely beautiful country. Yep. I've done a bit of travelling in my time. Spain, Switzerland, France, Germany, Austria, Russia, Portugal, Morocco, and wider Africa area. Yeah, done a fair bit of travelling all around Europe and everything. Mostly working in vineyards during the summers. That was good fun, I must admit. I did enjoy doing that. And basically living in the back of a pickup truck. Good fun. So next we have these missiles. We've done them, so let's move all this off of here because we've got to. There we go. Our last bits. Okay. But that's clever. They're not showing us how to friggin' well put the last of the missiles together. Nope. Okay, so we'll go from the picture then. Joanne goes, Joshy, New Zealand was a place I wanted to emigrate to, but having done canoeing with orcas in the British Columbia, I fell in love with the place. Absolutely beautiful. And then Josh is saying, I would like to do a European road trip, maybe never come back here. Yeah, I did 6.5 years traveling around Europe. The only reason why I came back is because my mum died. Oh, sorry, it was my dad that died, and then my mum died a year later. So, yeah, that was the only reasons why I came back in the end. But hey ho, can't win them all. We've got Cherry Jane saying, my job was basically a European road trip in the 80s, driving lorries all over the place behind the Iron Curtain was different. Yeah, I bet. We've got Josh saying, yeah, to be fair, Sarah Jane, I'd go to New Zealand over Australia. The bugs and stuff in New Zealand, yeah. Auto carrot getting stuck in it. Like ours apparently, and no face-sized dog snatchers that live in Aussie. Oh dear. So we have that going on to there. That one to there. How are these? Okay, that don't make friggin' sense. Well, it looks like half these bits can't be friggin' used anyway, because how are you supposed to join that onto there? You can't. Without putting a pin through it, but there's none of these square blocks have access for pins to go from. weird. So what we're going to do is we're going to put these all aside because they're not going to be needed basically, because we can't put them on anyway. And we've got the 2 white missiles that we had earlier built. And we'll put them on. There isn't any real place for the others to go anyway, but they're just spare armaments, I think. So we'll put you onto there. Well, that's the first thing that's sort of wrong place. Let's put you onto there, like so. Come on, you need to go in the acid. Oh, getting cramp in my fingers. There we go. That's you onto there. It's supposed to go further up. Right, it's supposed to go further up. Just to be awkward. There. Yeah. That one looks like it's spaced out a bit more. We need to go there, like so. There we go. That's better. Looks a bit more spaced out. On there. And we put you into there. You then go onto there we go. No, that's not the right place for it, surely. It's walked. No, it says it's the right place for it. Okay, so we have the Sharky built. So all we've got to do now, because I'm not going to use them, because there's nowhere really to put all those missiles and that on this, sadly. And that's just for different armaments, but yet you can't even build one of them. So we've just got the, yeah, they're just all spare armaments that go on it. But you can't even put these together unless you glue them, some of them together. So I thought, no, rather have the bricks that are usable for something else. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the little dudes together, and then hopefully find which one's the pilot and stick him in the plane. So which one's the pilot dude? They just look as though they're all doing weird things. He could be it. So we'll get him out and we'll put him in as a pilot. Little green dude. And then all the other little dudes I'm going to send to my youngest because he wants them all without opening them all up, so we don't need them all. And we've got a helmet for him, and we just need his 2 arms. So we only need a pilot really sitting in. And one thing I would like to go back to America again. That's one thing at some point. And go back to Florida. Just purely for like the surfing and the windsurfing and that. Wrong arm. Okay. I don't want you to ever. we're not going to give him a green helmet, we're going to give him a different coloured helmet. So let's give him a red helmet. There we go. That's better. So we'll get rid of the green helmet, put that back in there. There he is. There we go, and that's his other arm. There we go, and that's it. And put you on staying at the sea, and he's up at Endy Pandy. And put him. There we go. Now we've got little pilot dude. And then we'll stick Mr. Pilot Dude in there, so then that can go into there. Those little dudes can go to Draven as he wants them. And then we just need that. So we open the cockpit and we'll see if we can get him to, without breaking anything. Now, that's not going to make him sit there. So, let's see if we can find something in the spares box that might help him drop it higher. This one. That's all sort of like special parts. There we go. Haha. Okay, so now so if we can get him to sit onto there, like so, and we're still going to need another one by the looks of it. Aha, there we go. And then put that there we go, and little pilot dude's in. So now we'll stick all of these bits into here for the time being, and I'll sort them out later on into the compartment, because it's pretty much pointless having them out, they'll just get lost everywhere. But we now have lots of spares. That's always a bonus. There. Three more. Oh, three more. There we go. Them. Okay, so that's them out of the way. Now we have two stickers. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hopefully line that up into there, like so. Yeah, that looks better. That looks right. Turn this round. Which one would that be? Oh, which one's? They're supposed to be on the pods, I think, but I'm getting the volume unit, so that's them done. So what we do need now is just to literally do that, fold that over, like so. Hold that on. Oh, wait, you should do the break off. There you go. Turn it round and do the same on this side. There we go. So there we go. We now have a finished plane. So that is the Flying Shark, all done. Another one's finished. With the added extra bits of glue and everything that was needed, I think it's turned out alright. So again, we've been streaming nearly 3 hours, but there we go. These things happen. So let's go up to face cam, because that's going to be... Well, I suppose we can choose what we're going to build next in a minute. So I'll go up to face cam. Ding, 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 ding. So there we go. So yeah, quite like that. Now what I want to try and see if I can find at some point is get some little clear red blocks and put them in the engine areas there. I think that would make it look a lot better. Or a little red disc or something like that. Let's go on there. I might have a look on Bricklink and see what I can find. But yeah, I'm happy with that. So that's that one done. Now, it's what to do next. So we have 3 different kits to decide from. So I'm going to let you decide what we're going to build next. So let's move this out of the way. I've got to find a home for this thing next. I'm going to have to get some shelves built in the boys' rooms. So there you go. You can get all put up there and out of the way. I'll put you there for a minute. Right, so. Okay, so the first one is this one. It's another motorbike, and I'm not sure what type of bike it is. I think it's somewhere on the lines of a Panigale or something like that, or Turdumo it's called, something like that anyway. But yeah, we've got that one. Or we have the Wheeliwopter, or the F1 car. So I'm going to give you whoever the first one is to pick between the motorbike, helicopter, or F1. So the first one to actually mention in the comments which one they want to see built, that's going to be the one. And we have Lindsay joining us saying, hi, great stream, Ross. Well, thank you very much, Lindsay, much appreciated. And we've got Joshua B saying, baby cakes don't really mention food at all, but I'd definitely go and visit her if it was there. And Apple saying F1 car, so that's going to be the next build. So F1 it is. So that'll be started next Monday. So we've got bike and that to do afterwards. Put them down there. So, yep, F1 car it is, and this is a 1/10 scale one, so it can be quite big, like the previous what do you call it, the McLaren one I did. So it's gonna be along those lines. So sorry, it's the first person to mention one of the 3, and that was Athol, who came in with F1 car first. So that's the next build. And then we've got Sarah Jane saying bike, and then Jeff Wright saying bike, and then Joshua Reed saying the boat. So yeah, we don't have a boat, I'm afraid, at the moment, but I might be getting another one. It depends. We will see. You got Sarah Jane saying, but Athol spelt the bike wrong. Nice try, but we'll build the bike after we've done the F1 car. So yeah, looking forward to this because it's another good looking build, and this is a more technical one, so it might take me a few more streams to do. But yes, it's going to be about the same size as I think as the other F1 car that I built, and then hopefully I'm going to make some plaques up for them to sit on, like little hooks, and put them up on the wall. But yes, we may be getting some more boats in though, Joshy, because I have got my eye on the Bismarck Lego version or Schlego version. So yeah, we've got that. So that might be my one treat that I get myself each month. So yeah. So a big thank you to everybody that's been watching. It's been nice to have everybody in. And yeah, I will be back tomorrow night as I have my Warhammer stream. That's on a Tuesday night. And then I'm back again on Friday night. And that is my Friday night adventure. And that should be with my cohort, Mr. Marcus Brunn. And then tomorrow night, it's just little on me, or maybe somebody else might join us. I don't know yet. Oh dear. I'll go and check. But I think the actual thing there is the idea is that so yeah, he did win it, but there we go. Don't worry, once I've got it done, I will build the bike as well. And I actually have another one that I'm building, but I'm only doing that on my pop-up streams, which is that one. So that's what I do that. And that's the BMW one. So I am actually in the process of building that together. And you never know, I might do a pop-up at some point during the week. You never know. And it depends if I can't sleep, then like I did that time, I think 1 o'clock in the morning I end up started streaming, and I think I ended up doing like 9 hours in total. Something stupid. Yeah, and you got after saying Saturday, you know me too well. I never make a mistake when it comes to bikes and cars. Then you got to go, that's pretty. Yeah, it's nicer. It's the off-roading BMW bike, so, or the Continental one, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, that's one I'm doing in pop-ups streams. So I will be getting back onto doing that at some point very soon. And again, it's another 1/8 scale. I think it's my 1/10 or 1/8, 1/2, or 1/14. I can't remember now. It says on the. I think it says on the instruction, isn't it? Let's see. Well, it might say it in there, but you never know. It's got a 1 in there, that's about it. But yeah, so that's what is going to get sorted out at some point. And it even comes with a little plaque saying what type of bike it is. And oh, actually, does that say? Oh, come here. No, it just gives its information on that. There we go. No one. So yeah, that's what we. So, and I suppose hope the interview goes well, Ross. Yeah, so do I. I mean, I'm hoping with the interview I can hopefully also get onto the teaching degree at the same time, because that's what I mainly want to do. So we'll see. It all depends on how much credit I've got with my qualifications so far that allows me to do the course that I want. Got Josh saying the only thing I'd like to build now is a huge burger, extra crispy bacon, chili cheese sauce, chicken, or beef burgers. I don't mind. And you got Sarah saying, "Dang nabbit, I'm now hungry." Cheers, Yoshi. Well, I have a pork roast that I've actually, well, pork chop that I've got. It's about yay thick. I'm doing that with roast potatoes, veg, mushrooms, and it'll be glazed as well. Might do a honey glazed pork chop. Num nums. Then you got just saying, apart from take a Ferrari California around the Alps, a touring bike would also be something I'd like to go around on. And we've got Joshua saying, slide Sarah Jane, pre-made stack. So, I will say a big thank you for everybody's watched. Please make sure you hit the thumbs up. It does help, and it is very much appreciated. For everybody that's actually joined in on the conversations and the and enjoyed the stream. And yeah, I'll say big thank you, and I will see you tomorrow night.